The quest to be crowned as the nation's best collegiate team continues. There can only be one. This is the 2015 National Collegiate Championship presented to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Our live and exclusive coverage resumes today as we are back in Tanawan City here in Batangas inside the Faith Gym for the next phase of the tournament, the Luzon Metro Manila qualifying games. The two winners from the Metro Manila eliminations are about to see action once again as the top team from Group A, the Technological Institute of the Philippines Engineers, take on the North Central Luzon Regional Champion, the LNU or Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes, while the top team in Group B, the National University Bulldogs, take on the South Luzon Bicol Regional Champion Olivares College Sea Lions. First up, though, it will be the TIP Engineers and the LNU Dukes. Hello Philippines and hello world! Para po sa ABS-CBN Sports, isang magandang hapon. Ako po si Andre Felix, kasama walang iba, si The Godfather, Coach A.G. Alan Gregorio. Hello, good afternoon to you, Coach.
Pinapawis-pawisan ka pa. Magandang hapon. At alam mo, talagang napakagandang magtungo, no? At mag-cover ng mga ganitong mga laro. And I'm very, very excited.
Of course.
Because we'll be seeing two teams that we have not covered in a long time.
That's right, and these are two very exciting teams na hindi talaga masyado napapanood ng mga tao, pero this is the great opportunity for them to have the exposure that they deserve, of course, and we will be talking about these two teams. But before that, though, let's talk about the Metro Manila elimination results and how these two teams got here as we take a look on your screens. Sa Group A, makikita natin Coach AG. In day one, it was a game that you covered along with Eric Tepan. GRU defeated Pats 90-63, and then of course TAP also won against Mapua 70-64.
Well, it was a very, very exciting ball game. In the end, it was a TIP actually. I think it was more of the crowd support that really gave them that win. They were down, then they were up, they were down again in the third quarter, and come last 3 minutes, they were able to whittle that lead and eventually win the ball game.
And they also won in Game 2, day 2 that is, nung tinalo ng TIP ang St. Clair, SCC, to the score of 62-59. And of course, etong Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes, ang ating North Central Luzon Regional Champion, ang kanilang mga kalaban. Kung sino man nanalo dito ay papasok na sa ating Elite 8 phase. Para naman sa TIP Engineers, ito yung binansagan ni kasamang Anton Rojas na si Chief Engineer or tinatawagan ni Coach Potit de Vera na the Chris Chu ng NCBL. Pero sabi mo, may iba siyang kamukha.
Pangalan pa lang eh. Pangalan pa lang, Jimwell nga, no? Pag maglaro, kasing gulang, Jimwell Torrio, naalala mo ba yun?
Oo,
Jimwell,
Tora.
Jimwell na mukatkat, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists in that big game against Mapua.
I was watching their game again, the replay yesterday, nung first day nila. At against Mapua, ito si Jimwell na mukatkat. Of course, the Chris Chu ng TIP or the Chief Engineer really was scorching hot. Mga tatlong sunod-sunod na tres yata ng unang araw pa lamang. Of course, he had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists against St. Clair. This is one guy na markado na ngayon. If he was a secret weapon, of course, a lot of coaches and players know who Jemwell na mukatkat is now.
Well, I know he can do so many things, no? But in this ball game, will he be allowed to take those three-point shots? But definitely, he's got a very high basketball IQ, and he's gonna take it to the hoop every time there is an opportunity.
And now we go to the other side, itong Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes. Itong ang bagong North Central Luzon Regional Champions of the NCC, past champions back in 2014 and 2013, ang Lyceum of Subic Bay Black Sharks. And back in 2012 naman, yung LFS or Lafin Scholastic Lionhearts. And then in 2011, Coach AG, it was the UNP Sharks or the University of the Northern Philippines Sharks. And of course, this is the first time, ito yung unang beses po na Dagupan City-based ang magrepresenta ng North Central Luzon region in the NCC.
And I'm sure there are a lot of fans from Dagupan watching this ball game. It's going to be very, very exciting. Of course, the head coach of this team is Nestor Duque. And very, very important game, no? Kung sino mananalo dito, just like what you said, will be advancing to the game for tomorrow.
And of course, let's say na TIP had already a couple of days exposure dito sa National Collegiate Championship, and this will be the first day na i-cover natin tong LNU Dukes. So of course, we were talking earlier to the coach and also to the players, gusto nila yung exposure. Medyo may kaba on their part, but at the same time, this is the time to shine for the Dukes and to showcase nationwide what they have.
Well, you know, ang importante dito, hindi nila isipin that this game is being covered. No, the lights are on,
Yes.
and they're being watched live by their province mates. Because yung takot natin dito, yung masyado silang maging conscious, no, on how they look and what they're doing for the game. That will not give them their usual games.
Baka mauna na yung kaba.
Exactly.
Tama yun, Coach AJ. Ngayon naman, puntahan natin ang ating Elite 8 format as we take a look sa ating mga television screens. Ayan na nga po, kung sino po mananalo dito sa larong ito, sila yung magiging Luzon Metro Manila Qualifier 1 sa kaliwang bahagi ng ating television screens. Sa kanang bahagi naman, yung mananalo mamaya sa pangalawang laro sa pagitan ng Olivares College at National University. And then, of course, they will take on the University of Visayas Green Lancers at sa kabilang dako naman, yung University of San
And
Carlos.
it's not going to get easier as you go up. No? UST is waiting. San Beda College is waiting. Today's ball games are very, very important. Well, the better team will win this game.
Thank you, Philippines, once again for joining us live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. It is the 2015 National Collegiate Championship. Now let's head to our Barker for the starting lineups for both squads.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Philippine Collegiate Champions League 2015, hosted by First Asia Institute of Technology and Humanities, the home of the Bravehearts. Our first game is between LNU Dukes versus TIP Engineers. Let's meet the starting five. The starting five for Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes. Wearing jersey number 30, Peter Rojas. Wearing jersey number 7, John Lloyd Kizay. Wearing jersey number 6, Mariano Catabay III. Wearing jersey number 21, Roxar Melendez. And wearing jersey number 19, Jomar Ordona. With their head coach, Nestor Cesar Nanoy Duque. The starting five for TIP Engineers. Wearing jersey number 1, Nino Ibanez. Wearing jersey number 5, Jemuel Namukatkat. Wearing jersey number 6, Christopher Okoronkwo. Wearing jersey number 16, Raymond Alvarado. And wearing jersey number 18, Joshua Alcober. With their head coach, Sebastian Poti de Vera. And the officials, our referee for this game, Carl Mercines, Ian Borbe, and referee
On your screens, we will see the starting five for both squads. And for the Technological Institute of the Philippines, of course, we have Nino Ibanez at the guard spot, of course, with Jemuel Namukatkat. And the man in the middle will be the Nigerian import, itong si Odua or Christopher Okoronko. And the other two members, of course, of the starting five ay si Joshua Alcober. Ganda ng lap sana kay Alcober that time ni Ibanez to Alcober, kaya lang masyado malakas ang pasa ni Ibanez. Of course, Lyceum Northwestern University is wearing the maroon uniform. Ito ng mga TIP Engineers ay naka-dilaw. Turnover, balik lang ang bola dito sa TIP. Turnover para sa Dukes ng Lyceum Northwestern University.
You know, Jay, what we expect here really is a very high caliber kind of a ball game. Running opportunities for both squads. Then again, the factor that this is going to be the third time that the Engineers will be given TV exposure. Mas lamang sila pagdating sa ganon. No, dahil nga wala na, kumbaga nakita na nila kung anong itsura nila na merong coverage.
That's right. Na may mga camera, may mga commentator, na iba yung feeling din talaga. Of course, if it's covered by ABS-CBN Sports. And of course, in every game, we have two beautiful ladies with us at courtside. Now, let's go first to Miss Janine Choi of the LNU Dukes side. Janine?
manner in
First team
today's
foul
game, Coach
for
Nanoy Duque
LNU.
wants to start out strong. He wants to get the advantage of the other team not knowing who they are. He even added that he heard that the TIP engineers were trying to get footage of the Lyceum Dukes but to no avail. Kaya naman he really wants to take advantage of that situation. Dinagdag pa ni Coach Nanoy na dapat mag-sustain nila yung energy at mag-stick sila sa game plan. They want to reach the top so they can make the name of Jesus Christ known. After all, they are not only the Lyceum Northwestern, but they are also a part of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, where their battle cry is, "In Jesus' name we play." Alan and Andre?
Thank you so much, Janine. Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Janine doon to Coach Nanoy Duque. Of course, it's how the team plays so far against this Engineers, and there it is.
2 points.
First basket of the game for the UNC Dukes.
Yes.
Binawi naman sa kabila ni Jory Napoles right away.
Actually, no, parehong koponan. Ito, opportunities
And
to...
the basket is good para kay John Lloyd Kisay. Kanina niloloko natin, sabi John Lloyd. Namukatkat.
Hindi nga, kala nga nila ng John Lloyd, kala nga nila ikaw eh.
There's a foul with by number 7. His first.
And Coach
Second
Boyden already gathering his boys. Tinawag agad nung sina Namukatkat, Algober, and Ibanez. Sabi na medyo nanggigigil yata. While we take a look, and he misses his first free throw si Raymond Alvarado. Of course, forward para dito sa Engineers ng Technological Institute of Technology, and to see Raymond Alvarado in the 2 games averaging 36.3 minutes. So he's been given heavy minutes ni Coach Potit de Vera. Mintis nga lang Coach AG sa 2 free throw na yun.
Ayan, baka may kasama ng pagod, no? Ilang araw na naglalaro to. They've been here. Actually, yesterday, they also played. But it was that big game against Mapua that really brought them here.
Yes, that's right. Yun yung talagang, syempre, alam naman natin pag natalo mo, a school from the NCC, from the UAAP, so that will make noise. Now, this time, let's go to the other side of the fence at pakinggan naman natin ang panig ng Technological Institute of the Philippines with Geniel Christian. Yes, Gan?
TIP Engineers did it again as they were able to beat St. Clair Saints last Thursday. Sabi nga ni Coach Putit, it was a well-deserved game because the boys have been playing really hard. He humbly said, "I also think that we were just lucky and the boys did a good game execution." Engineers held their ground during a wild 2-minute stretch to beat the St. Clair Saints and ended with a score 62-59. Now that they're up against LNU, Coach Putit reminded them to stick to the right game plan, do proper game execution, and just share the ball. Dre and Coach Alan.
Thank you again. Of course, Geniel Krishnan and Janine Choi are with us this afternoon. So ang gandang may UAAP courtside reporters tayo. Just dalawang from the
I was
NCA.
just about to say that, actually, no? Of course, the whole year with we were able to cover the NCAA. And there's 2 ladies from the UAAP League. And now we're watching 2 great teams, TIP and LNU. Good start at the part of the maroon shirts. LNU, 7-25
Ito
for the first quarter.
That's right, Coach AJ. Ito si Lloyd o si John Lloyd Kisay.
Yes.
3 points na. And Jemol Namukatkat. His first 2 points there with that layup and ties the ball game 6 apiece with almost 3 minutes gone by here sa ating unang yugto. A foul, almost a basket. Para dito sa kay Jomar Ordona.
Pushing foul number 6.
Wearing jersey number 19 para sa Dukes ng Lyceum Northwestern University.
Personal foul. Third.
Ordona already has 2 points earlier with that made basket. Siya ang unang nakapuntos para dito sa Lyceum Northwestern University. Alam mo, Coach, ano yung isang bagay na as a coach, of course, you yourself, you're a coach, yung hinahanap mo, nakikita mo, seeing most of these players for the first time. If you're watching, you're a scout, as we take a look at that steal, the basket, di nagustuhan ni Coach Potit. Going back to my question,
Alam mo, yung pinaka-importante, yan, tulad niya, no? Yung 50-50 balls na kukuha mo. And that's going to be another good defense on the part of the Maroon Shirts. 2 straight turnovers on the part of TIP. Is that part of the Waterloo? At ito lang yung problema dito pag pumapasok yung mga players. Sa atin nagsasabi, sub.
Kanina nakatingin kay Pong Dongalas.
Ay, hindi. Sabi ko sa kanya eh. Masanay ka na. Tingnan mo ha. Mamaya, pag merong pumasok galing sa TIP, titignan ka sabihin na, sir, stop po, stop.
By the way, the engineers of Technological Institute of the Philippines already has 5 turnovers. Pero naagaw naman ng engineers at Namukadkat has 1 man to beat. Bumitin pa sa ere kalaban ni Ordona. But second basket is good para dito kay Namukadkat.
And he's got 4 points here in this game. No 3-point shots yet. But you know for a fact that every time opportunities, he will take that shot.
Nag-init talaga to si Jemuel. Talagang lalong mag-iinit ang panahon dito sa Faith Gym here in Tanawan City in Batangas. Libre at the corner. Wala doon ng outside shot ni Nino Ibanez.
Alam mo yung tira na ni Nino Ibanez, kala ko si Coach Putit eh.
Ganun din man ang
Kaliwete. Very good shooter.
Ito naman yung bit-bit. Sinong naalala mo dyan sa bit-bit ni Namukadkat?
Si Anton Rojas. Tama ba?
Sasabihin mo. Ako eh.
Hindi. Low post move ka eh.
Ganda naman ng pege doon. But the jumper, medyo fall away na. Kuha ang bounce is good para dito kay Mariano Katabay. His first 2 points there. And an open jumper is good for Jory Napoles.
Ito siguro yung pinakasikat na player ni Coach Putit.
Jory.
Napoles.
But he is also known as a very good defensive player. Oh, ganda naman ng spin ni Ibanez. Ganda ng agaw. Tumatakbo ang mga nakadilaw. Ibanez nahanap sa loob. Mintes nga lang ang parents tumalip. But
Timeout, Dukes.
basket is good there, and a timeout called here by LNU. Coach Nanoy Duque, medyo sabi niya, usap muna tayo with 4:59 remaining here in the first. Lamang ng isa ang TIP engineers sa LNU Dukes. Kami po yung magbabalik. At nakikita natin ngayon ang mga estudyante, Coach AG, na nandito ngayon sa loob ng Faith Gym. And by the way, you can watch us online, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCC. So ito talaga yung kinagandahan ng ABS-CBN Sports. May live on ABS-CBN Sports in action na tayo. Meron pa tayong live streaming.
Tapos panoorin mo sa cellphone.
Hindi, kung maganda naman yung iPad mo.
Panoorin mo sa cellphone.
Back to the ball game we go. Let's see if the Dukes can operate after the timeout. And too strong ang attempt that time around. Muntikan ng maagaw ang bola kay Namukadkat. 2-on-1 break. Medyo humabol ang depensa ng Dukes. And that was a good look inside to the Nigerian big man nitong TIP engineers. Itong si Ike Chukwu Akpuro. Or Ike for short.
Out of bounds.
Medyo nahihirapan pa ako talaga i-pronounce yung mga ibang pangalan natin dito.
Okay lang yan. Tingnan mo naman ito.
Tingnan mo naman yung ba? Ganda, ganda.
Nice extra pass on the part of the TIP engineers. So it's a 6-0 run on the part of the engineers. With no call. Maganda yung last line of defense na ginagawa nitong engineers. But look who's diving for that ball.
Bagsak din si Ken Lara at ginagana ni John Lloyd Kisay ng Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes. May kita natin ang isa sa mga main aggressive players para kay Coach Nanoy Duque ay itong wearing jersey number 7, si Lloydie or si John Lloyd Kisay.
Alam mo naman na si Kisay isa yan sa mga pinakamasipag na player para dito sa kupunan ng LNU. But they've got to be able to, handle this kind of composure. I think the engineers have proven that, especially in a very close game. They were to prove that again against Mapua. Wide open shot, but nobody there to box out the big man.
Jory Napoles was there to put it back in yung Mintis from the outside. At bola pa rin ng Dukes. 17
1 second actually.
para maitawid. And they do. The Dukes cross the timeline and they give it to their point guard wearing jersey number 3, itong si Marlon Ramos. Trying to shake off his defender, si Ken Lara, pero sabi ng isang opisyalis natin ay foul daw, pushing foul, at tinawag ni referee number 13, Carl Marcinez.
Very second penalty, but that's going to be the fourth. Sabi po na ni Coach De Vera. Some substitutions here. Number 5, Yanga. Katabay, pahinga muna. Medyo mainit dito sa Faith. This is not Faith Academy in Antipolo. This is in Tanawan, Batangas. First Asia Institute of Technology and Humanities.
Almost, but not quite that time around. Yung ganda sana nung attempt doon ni Algic Aquino. Balik tayo sa TIP Engineers, and this guy for the past few days, I've seen Jordan Napoles, he has that stroke for a big man, Coach AJ.
Hindi, ang ganda lang, ang ganda ng elevation for the jump shot. He's got 6 points here in the first quarter.
On fluid motion no? Yung jumper niya, and Napoles gets the rebound there as well. Lamang na ng 7 itong TIP Engineers. They wanted to go inside to Ocoronco. Balik tayo sa Dukes. We approach the 2-minute mark. They go inside to the big boy at binanggana. May basket pa para kay Rodsel Yanga.
Yeah, he didn't use his athleticism. Una niyang ginawa, foot advantage, one nice up step, 2 points and 1 free throw pa. Ito yung jump shot na lagi mo sinasabi.
Ni Jory Napoles. Talagang he has that sweet looking jump shot for a big man. At ito naman, yung binanggana, naka-convert pa. Itong si big boy Rodsel Yanga ng LNU Dukes. You're watching the 2015 NCC or National Collegiate Championship on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. We'll be right back with more after a few reminders. At yan po mga estudyante natin na mula pa sa Dagupan City, of course, from the Lyceum Northwestern University. And you know, when I see students traveling from different part of the country, di ba? Talagang nakakatuwa dahil alam mo yung support nila sa kanilang mga manlalaro at sa kanilang mga kaklase at mga kaeskwela.
Hindi, at saka ito yung nagagawa ng basketball.
Yes.
Nakita mo natatahi mo yung norte dito sa south. No? Ito po nang galing Dagupan, team from the north. And of course, some teams also from Bicol represented here in this league.
Shot clock is winding down. And he really had to take that. Itong si Apuro. And the Dukes cross the timeline. And Ibanez just really harassing. And si Ramos, binalik nila kay Ramos with more than enough time to execute a good offense. Humingi ng pick mula kay Yanga. Ramos wanted to go inside. Nabasa nga lang ni Tumalip. And Ibanez, habol ang depensa ng Dukes, kaya balik tayo sa panig ng LNU. Ramos with a sidestep to the big boy, Yanga. Humingi ng traveling violation si Coach Putit De Vera.
Substitution.
What kind of hassle this guy Ibanez is doing here for the TIP Engineers?
Walang kapaguran. Denver Soratos. Lean, big man ang pinasok ni Coach Duque. 1 second to shoot. Di nga lang napansin, and Coach Nanoy wouldn't be happy with what happened there. And shot clock expiring on the Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes. Coach Nanoy Duque. Maganda yung simula nitong LNU Dukes, but of course TIP probably showing some more, yun nga, siguro yung dahil sa exposure na nila in the past few days, kaya experience, but of course the Dukes being the first-timers here in the NCC. Yang with the rebound. Ganda naman nung bounce pass for an easy 2 para dito kay Algic Aquino.
Yeah, just like what we expected. It's going to be a run-gun game.
Banyas, the spin, the kick out, and the jumper. No go, and Tumalip is there. Credit the assist mula dito sa kanilang Nigerian big man kay Ike Akpuro.
Well, they're actually the bigger team. One thing that we noticed, no, yung kanilang rebounding, points of turnovers, ang nagiging puntos dito, at saka yung second chance points for the TIP engineers.
Ramos. Flashy with his dribble. Talagang hinaharas ni Nino Ibanez. Yanga. They give it to the other side, and that attempt wasn't good para kay Soratos. Mga outside shots ang nakikita natin. Tumalip had to fire away with the game clock winding down, and that ends our first quarter. Whoever wins in today's game will advance in the Elite 8 phase. Of course, it is the engineers of the Technological Institute of the Philippines taking on the Dukes of the Lyceum Northwestern University. As we take a look at some of the highlights sa ating first quarter, ganda ng panimula. The biggest lead of LNU was at 3 points, and TIP now find themselves up by 4, 20-16. Heading to our second quarter, kami po yung magbabalik dito lamang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. We are live from Tanawan City in Batangas. You are watching the 2015 National Collegiate Championship.